Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P2647 indicates a high voltage condition in the rocker arm oil pressure switch circuit for all Honda Accord models from 2008 to 2012, except those designed as partial zero-emission vehicles, PZEV. This diagnostic trouble code, DTC, typically relates to issues concerning the VTEC system, specifically involving the oil pressure switch responsible for regulating oil flow to the VTEC rocker arm actuators. The rocker arm oil pressure switch plays a critical role in ensuring that oil pressure levels are maintained, which is vital for optimal engine performance and efficiency. If oil pressure is too low or high, it can lead to engine misfires, decreased performance, or even engine damage. In order to effectively troubleshoot this DTC, a structured approach must be taken, starting with ensuring the basic engine oil level is appropriate before moving on to more specific testing protocols. The rocker arm oil pressure switch is an integral component of the VTEC, variable valve timing and lift electronic control system, located near the rocker arm assembly in the engine compartment. Its primary function is to monitor oil pressure and relay this information to the engine control module, ECM, to ensure the VTEC solenoid operates effectively. The rocker arm oil pressure switch closes or opens a circuit depending on the oil pressure detected, allowing the ECM to adjust valve timing accordingly. If the switch detects high voltage, it indicates a problem in the circuit, which may stem from wiring issues, a defective switch, or faulty connections in the electrical system. Diagnosing issues with the rocker arm oil pressure switch is crucial to maintaining the performance and reliability of the Honda Accord's engine. There are several possible causes of DTC P2647 that affect the function of the rocker arm oil pressure switch and the VTEC system. One common cause is a low engine oil level, as this can directly influence oil pressure readings. If the engine oil is below the recommended level, it could lead to incorrect signals being sent by the rocker arm oil pressure switch. Another significant cause is the failure of the rocker arm oil pressure switch itself, which may result from wear, damage, or internal faults. Additionally, poor electrical connections, such as corroded connectors or loose wiring, can disrupt the signaling needed for the switch to function correctly. Troubleshooting these possible causes is essential in resolving the issue indicated by the DTC P2647. DTC P2647 can manifest several symptoms that may impact the overall driving experience and performance of the Honda Accord. One of the most immediate indicators is the illumination of the check engine light, alerting the driver to a potential problem within the vehicle's engine management system. You may also experience reduced engine performance, which can be characterized by sluggish acceleration or unexpected engine misfires, particularly under load or during acceleration. Moreover, issues with VTEC operation may arise, leading to a lack of the expected increased power at higher RPMs due to ineffective valve timing adjustments. Recognizing these symptoms can expedite troubleshooting and repair processes, ultimately leading to a return to optimal vehicle performance. The initial step in troubleshooting DTC P2647 involves checking the engine oil level, which is critical for the operation of the rocker arm oil pressure switch and the overall VTEC system. Adequate oil levels are necessary to ensure proper lubricity and pressure within the engine. Therefore, this step cannot be overlooked. It is essential to verify that the oil level is within the recommended range indicated on the dipstick. If the level is adequate, you would then proceed to the next troubleshooting step. However, if the oil level is low, it's crucial to top it up to the proper level before continuing with further diagnostics. An insufficient oil level can lead to inaccurate readings and trigger diagnostic trouble codes, such as P2647, that genuinely do not reflect an actual fault with the system. For the second step, turn the ignition switch to the on position, which powers the electrical systems without starting the engine. This action is necessary to allow for the following diagnostic procedures, including clearing any stored DTCs in the engine control module, ECM. It ensures that the information in the system reflects only any currently existing issues rather than historical data, which could complicate the troubleshooting process. By proceeding to the next step to clear the DTC with the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, you can assess the system's immediate condition. This step is vital as it resets the system, enabling more accurate evaluations in the subsequent testing phase. In this step, utilize the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to clear the DTC P2647. The HDS is a sophisticated diagnostic tool designed to monitor and analyze engine system data for Honda vehicles. After clearing the DTC, conduct the VTEC test from the inspection menu within the HDS. This test will assess the functionality of the VTEC system components, including the rocker arm oil pressure switch. If the DTC P2647 is indicated after proceeding with the VTEC test, it suggests a persistent issue that requires further investigation. On the other hand, if other pending or confirmed DTCs are present, addressing those will be critical before retesting for P2647 to ensure all potential faults are accounted for. Following the VTEC test, evaluate the results obtained. If the result indicates that the system is functioning correctly, it may suggest an intermittent failure. In this case, it is crucial to check for poor connections or loose terminals at the rocker arm oil pressure switch, the rocker arm oil control solenoid, and the engine control module, ECM. Loose or corroded electrical connections can intermittently disrupt signal integrity, falsely triggering a DTC. Conversely, if the test result indicates an issue, further investigation is warranted. Depending on the findings, you may need to delve deeper into the specific components involved in the VTEC system to identify the root cause of the malfunction. In this step, it is vital to check the results of the previous VTEC test for any specific fault indications such as VTEC switch failure, open circuits, or grounding issues. If any of these fault codes are present, it can directly lead to incorrect functioning of the VTEC system, thus confirming an issue within this circuit. However, if these faults are not indicated, a thorough check for poor connections or loose terminals at the rocker arm oil pressure switch is essential. If these checks reveal nothing out of the ordinary, but the DTC persists, then replacing the rocker arm oil control valve may be necessary. The control valve regulates the flow of oil to the VTEC assembly, and if it is malfunctioning, it could lead to high voltage readings and trigger DTC P2647. The sixth step in troubleshooting involves turning the ignition switch to the lock 0 position, and then disconnecting the rocker arm oil pressure switch 2P connector. This step is critical because it allows you to perform electrical continuity checks safely without risking any short circuits or erroneous data due to a powered system. After disconnecting, check for continuity between the two terminals of the connector on the rocker arm oil pressure switch side. Continuity indicates that there is a proper connection and signaling pathway through the switch. If there isn't, it may signify a faulty switch that needs replacement. By performing this crucial test, you can isolate the problem effectively, either confirming the switch's operability or leading to its replacement based on the continuity results. After completing all necessary repairs related to DTC P2647, it is essential to verify that the repairs have been successful and that the system is functioning correctly. This involves rechecking the system functionality, which can be done through the HDS by performing the VTEC test again to ensure that the DTC does not return and that the system operates as intended. Confirming that all connections and components have been restored to a reliable condition is also critical for long-term repairs. Monitoring for any returning symptoms or DTCs in the days following service is recommended to ensure a reliable fix. Establishing proper communication with the vehicle's ECM is also paramount, as persistent electrical issues may warrant further insight into the engine management system. Preventive maintenance plays a vital role in avoiding future occurrences of DTC P2647 and ensuring your Honda Accord remains in top working condition. A primary preventive measure includes regularly checking the engine oil level to ascertain it remains within the recommended range. Maintaining the correct oil level ensures there is adequate lubrication, thereby preventing high-voltage conditions in the rocker arm oil pressure switch circuit. Additionally, routinely inspecting the electrical connections related to the rocker arm oil pressure switch, VTEC solenoid, and ECM can help identify any corrosion or loose wiring early on. Corrective actions can thus be implemented before serious faults develop, leading to costly repairs. By adopting preventive practices, you prolong the lifespan and efficiency of the VTEC system and the overall engine. In conclusion, DTC P2647 signifies a high-voltage issue within the rocker arm oil pressure switch circuit, affecting the VTEC system in Honda Accord models from 2008 to 2012. The importance of checking the engine oil level and performing thorough electrical connection inspections cannot be understated, as these steps prevent misleading DTCs and maintain engine performance. Following systematic troubleshooting steps allows for effective identification and resolution of issues, restoring the vehicle to optimal functioning. Preventive maintenance routines, such as regular oil level monitoring and component inspections, are crucial to the vehicle's longevity. This comprehensive approach to troubleshooting and maintenance not only resolves DTCs, but also enhances the driving experience by ensuring the engine operates efficiently. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.